Hello and welcome to this week's installment of AIA Edition, the Art Institute of Atlanta's very own student-run news broadcast. I'm your host, Jessica Smith, and this is News for You. We have a winning lineup for you today. We're going to be talking to the team leaders of AIA's finalists in the Campus Movie Fest Atlanta Regional Finale. Not only were these picked as the best films from our school, they were recognized as some of the best projects to come out of Georgia, and will have an opportunity to compete in the national finale. Not to mention, the Art Institute of Atlanta had the most films to make it to the regional finale. Their hard work and perseverance have earned them a spot in our show today. We'll find out what went on behind the scenes and what it took to make a winning film. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with our first team from Pomegranate Industries to talk about their film, Behind the Mask.
All right, 2 more of that. And 2, arms good and tired, yeah?
A message from Allison. Be smart, be brave, what I'm really trying to say. Someone needs to take a peek at a part of which we rarely speak. What the heck? Just get your darn colon checked, okay?
Okay, that's the buzz. I'm out of here, people. You're great. Even you. Thank you.
This is Jimmy Carter. I know the importance of being prepared for any emergency. Did you know that every 2 seconds in our country, someone needs blood? Now that's a real crisis. By becoming a regular blood donor with the American Red Cross, you can ensure that blood is available whenever and wherever it's needed. To donate blood, call 1-800-GIVE-LIFE or stop by your local Red Cross Blood Donor Center. Together, we can save a life.
Welcome back. I'm here with Christian Palma and Graham Preston. Nice to have you guys with us. So, your film was Behind the Mask. Now, how was it to write the comedy for this? Was it tough?
No, it wasn't tough at all. I mean, I shower in success every morning. You know, I eat Genius for breakfast, and then, you know, get rid of some of my excellence in the bathroom. So, you know, it really wasn't that hard.
So you have no problem at all?
No, it wasn't that hard. Comedy pretty much meshed pretty well with the group, and and it wrote itself pretty much.
So will you tell me how you picked the particular genre that you picked? Did you have any certain influences to help you in the creative process?
We went through a few different genres. We weren't really sure. Yeah. We started out with like a horror film, strictly that, and we kind of got advised not to do that, and ended up with comedy. I think that we did.
Yeah,
basically write what we know.
Right, and it's kind of the easiest genre to do.
Well, it's interesting because you still obviously brought the horror into the comedy aspect of it, which was very, very fun. Now, tell me how you developed your team. Is this the first time you've worked together? Have you done anything in the past, or how many team members did you have?
Like, we've helped each other out on projects and stuff in the past, you know, but this was the first time we were really like working together on something. And we really just, and we really just, you know, brought in just a few other people to kind of, you know, fill up the team and stuff. Yeah, round it out, and you know, and then just.
So did it seem to work pretty well together? Your team, you think, seemed to be pretty good.
Yeah, we polished it off at the end, and it everything came together like we wanted it. So I guess that, I mean, it was successful in our eyes.
Yeah. Very good. Well, tell me then about your shooting locations. How did you go about securing your sites?
That was actually the first thing that we thought of to do when we sat down to write. We wanted to make sure that we had cool locations, something that'd be visually interesting. So, you know, we thought of all our available places, and actually the lake house is my family's lake house.
Yeah. Well, that was definitely a really good one, the one I was thinking about for sure, the woods in there. How about right now? Right now we want to take a look at one of the segments from your film. That's okay. So stay tuned. Watch what we've got coming up here.
A one-trick pony, but I don't think that's so true, really. Take this accent, for instance. It's not real, dude, but it entertains me. You know, much like this piano here. I dabble. I do other things. I watch movies. I work out from time to time, trying to stay in shape. At least I think so. I build model ships. Pretty good at that. But if I don't keep myself busy, I'll just go insane. You know, if it was up to me, I'd probably kill horny teenagers 365 days a year. But that's in a perfect world. Unfortunately, we have a season, and now we're in the off season. It's really potluck. So I have to have an off-season job to keep me occupied. Hello, ma'am. My name is Mason. I'm here to talk about your kitchenware. May I come in for a while?
I guess.
Safety first. Now, to start out with a bang, I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to our deluxe blade. Cuts through bone like butter.
Visit flexsmart.gov/listen.
Welcome back to AIA Edition. I'm your host, Jessica Smith. We are now joined by Dutch Brown and Kelvin Wilson of the Franglers, winners of Best Drama in the AIA finale. So, guys, tell me where you came up with your idea for the film.
I think it just was thrown out. Let's make a heist movie.
Yeah.
It was like, that was it.
Yeah,
Let's make a heist movie.
We put our production team together and we're throwing around ideas, what type of movies we wanted to make, and that was the one we set out to make, so we brainstormed.
Well, it worked well. So what did you have any type of special production techniques you had to employ in the film?
It was mostly a location thing.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
really?
locations.
Locations.
Yeah. We shot at the Karlyle Fine Arts Center, and that was secured by one of our producers, Sam Adler. He was pivotal in getting that location in this huge mansion that was used to be owned by one of the Coca-Cola heirs.
Yeah, one of the heirs to the Coca-Cola fortune.
Well, that's very interesting that you were able to get that.
So,
Very
yeah.
cool. So tell me about your story, your film again. What type of mood and feel were you going for in this heist movie, and do you feel like you met that?
I think for the most part we met it. We wanted a little more action in there, but it was a big piece to fit into a 5-minute box.
5 minutes, yes.
And we used every single second. Like, it is literally right up to the 5-minute mark.
For the feel, we were really kind of going for kind of like an Italian Job type, feel with the sneaking in and, having to rush out with everybody chasing.
Well, I guess you'd say then as well the music choices going into that also had to play a part.
Our music was composed, we had
Briner.
original music composed by a student here at the Art Institute, Emily Briner. And she was fantastic. I mean, the score, she did the whole thing in like a day.
She did do a great job, yes.
So.
I'm very impressed with that. Well, tell me about well, we're going to do that in a second. Right now, what I want to see is a clip from the film, if that's okay. We want to show a little bit to our viewers. So let's go right now to a short clip from the film so you can get a feel for what we're talking about.
All of the pieces, why this one? Elliot's painting is absolutely flawless. And that piece of Jersey gutter trash thinks he can steal from me. I don't care what it takes. I don't care how much it costs. Get my painting back.
Yeah, it was his evil twin.
No way.
Oh, yeah, it was.
And she slept with him?
Yeah, and the whole time that was happening, her fiance Brody was in a coma.
That's just good TV right there.
Never saw it coming.
Hey, Uncle Frank. Got a present for you.
It's a shame when you cannot protect that which is most precious to you. Joey, you know why Dave Elliott's Moratorium Paradise is so exceptional?
I don't know, clever use of negative space.
We're here with Dutch and Kevin. Still, you just saw a clip of their film. We want to talk a little bit more about it. Let me ask you guys, tell me about your filmmaking experience during this project. I know you had a certain amount of time. So tell me, did you encounter any unexpected problems?
Did anything go right?
Yeah.
Did it?
There were a few things that went right. Mostly, I mean, we had too much script. I mean, we had to make cuts on day. We ran behind schedule, which is normal production problems.
Yeah.
We, I mean, had actors who halfway through the shoot had obligations that came up, so we had to rearrange their schedules and shoot times, and we had locations for a limited amount of time. Then, you know.
Well, you still pulled it off, though. You still pulled off a great 5-minute heist film.
Yeah.
And now, here's my biggest question. I was very impressed with this one scene. You had a lot of actors on set. A lot of actors, especially in one particular scene I remember very well towards the end of the film. And I want to know, how was it coordinating schedules and wrangling actors on set and getting them all to do the right thing at the right time to pull that off?
It was a challenge, but we had a fantastic crew. Our second producer, Nicola Lafferty, was in charge mainly of our crew and cast, and so she
started making phone calls. She whipped out the cell phone, and it was literally, you know, every actor that we already had on set, you know, it's like, call your friends, call your family, tell them to come down, wear this.
Well, it was very well done. I'm quite impressed. Now, I got to ask you this. Your film did earn Best Drama. So tell me, what do you think specifically about your film helped you get that? What aspects of it do you think helped you with that award?
I think we were one of the only dramas that were up there.
I think that helped, yeah. We were one of the
It's one of our main elements that helped us out. There were several comedies on there that were fantastic, and I mean, there just weren't a whole lot of other dramas.
Well, I want to say, I think it was well-deserved, well-earned, and we wish you really good luck in national finale. I want to now show another clip of the film, if we can do that.
Sure, absolutely.
So let's go ahead and check out another part of this film.
Sonar alarm!
Fire! Now!
Don't shoot my painting! Secure the gate! Don't let him get away! Stop the gate! Stop the gate! Can't do! Gate!
Well, after viewing that clip, I know you want to see the whole film. Right now, I want to say thank you to Dutch and Kevin for coming down and sharing your film with us and talking about this. We want to wish you the best of luck in the national finale.
Thank you. Thanks.
And stay right with us. We'll be back in just a moment with our next group.
As we get older, our chances of developing breast cancer increase. However, every year, more women continue to live meaningful lives because their breast cancer was discovered and treated early. Every woman deserves to be healthy, and a good way to make sure you don't have breast cancer is to have a mammogram every year. If you're over 40, call about a free mammogram. Do it for yourself and the people you love. Every woman counts, every year.
This visit floodsmart.gov/listen.
Well, we're back with Ryan Keitlinger and Dustin Fletcher, captains of Team Sudden Stop Films and creators of Professor Dante's and the Severin Conundrum. So I want to ask you guys, tell me what motivated you to create the style of your film. I mean, it's definitely unconventional. Are you fans of silent films?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're also unconventional people.
I can tell. Okay.
I kind of wanted to do something. Yeah. Kind of wanted to do something different. You know, never really seen before.
Yeah.
Silent films are, you know, long forgotten, but you know, not long loved. So we wanted to do something that everyone.
Well, it's definitely unique in the competition, I gotta say. Now, prior to making this film, I wanna know, did you have any type of experience with special effects, makeup, this type of makeup? And
Funny that you should
Yeah,
ask.
actually, yeah.
We both work at Netherworld Haunted House. And,
I'm actually one of the makeup artists.
He's one of the makeup artists. I do makeup. You know, I've done makeup for film and stuff before too. So
well, I thought the results were fantastic, so we had to ask, had to know. You did a great job.
Thank you.
How difficult was it for you to find your location, your talent, props for this type of film?
Well, I've got a good number of friends who are actors, and you know, they're almost always willing to, you know, step up to the bat. And as for the location, you know, we shot it at Netherworld.
Really, the hardest part was the exterior.
Yeah, the exterior.
Took a couple hours of driving around Atlanta looking for a good spot.
Well, you picked a great spot.
It's Rhodes Hall.
Real quick, I want to show our viewers a little bit of your film.
Yeah.
We can throw it to a clip
great.
real quick.
Go right ahead and do
Let's
that.
take a quick look at Professor Dante's film. Well, you can already see how unique this film was. Let's get back to talking with our guys here about it. Now, going into this process, when you started it way back in the beginning, did you expect that you would advance to the national finale here? Do you think that your unconventional style helped?
Well, we advanced the national finale. We advanced the Atlanta finale.
The Atlanta finale. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I thought it's a total surprise to me. But,
I'm sharing news with you.
Well, I mean, in all honesty, I know that I thought that nobody would understand why we did this. So yes.
And I was actually shocked that we actually won. I mean,
yeah,
we
both were. Hence my acceptance speech. Holy crap.
We thought they were gonna really love it or really hate it.
Yeah. Well, actually, after seeing this, now we all want to know, what type of future do you see for Sudden Stop Films? Are we going to see any more film festivals out of you? Any more work together?
Well, I'm actually intending to submit that very film to some other film festivals. But yes, there's definitely going to be more work, and you know, we're not just going to stick with that, you know, that genre, but you know, we'll probably do something else in it anyway. So.
Yeah.
Well, very quickly then, do you have any advice for other student filmmakers who are watching you right now?
be unconventional,
Yeah,
really.
Definitely
go
works.
for the longer, don't go for the easy way out, go for the hard way out.
If you have a crazy idea, it just might work.
Yeah.
So.
Well, let's take real quickly another look at another clip in the film, if that's
Great.
okay. So let's look at another clip. Okay, after seeing that, we all want to see the entire film, I know. I want to know a little bit about some of the actors that were in your film. It's a different acting style than we might see in some other films, obviously because of the genre. So can you speak to how you worked with the actors to get them to play this role?
Well, one of the really interesting things is that we had to keep on telling them they had to overact.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
and then like pause after their lines.
And nowadays you have the 360 rule, whereas back then you only had the 180-degree rule, where you could only, you couldn't just exit this way. You had to go left.
Well, it's
or right.
very cool that you know this type of stuff. I want to thank y'all for coming down. It's been very interesting speaking with you. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
We want to take a short break now. When we come back, we'll have the winners of Best Drama from the AIA finale. So come back.
All right, 2 more of that. And 2. Armed, good, and tired. Yeah?
A message from Allison. Be smart, be brave, what I'm really trying to say. Someone needs to take a peek at a part of which we rarely speak. What the heck? Just get your darn colon checked, okay?
Okay, that's the buzz. I'm out of here, people. You're great. Even you. Thank you.
As we get older, our chances of developing breast cancer increase. However, every year, more women continue to live meaningful lives because their breast cancer was discovered and treated early. Every woman deserves to be healthy, and a good way to make sure you don't have breast cancer is to have a mammogram every year. If you're over 40, call about a free mammogram. Do it for yourself and the people you love. Every woman counts, every year.
Welcome back to AIA Edition. Now we have the producers and directors of Monolith Pictures, the creators of the film Rough Day, and winner of Best Comedy, Alan Robinson and James Murphy. So thank you for coming and joining us today. I want to ask you, your film is a comedy, so what inspired you to write a comedy for this Campus Movie Fest?
I don't know. It seems like in the previous competitions we've done, we've always done something serious, and it never seems to work out. So we were just everything like in that area has been unintentionally funny.
Uh-huh.
So
So you realize you're just suited for comedy pretty
yeah,
well?
I figured we'd try.
Comedy would be fun.
Yeah.
Now I want to ask you about the ending of the film without giving anything away to the viewers. I want to talk to you about the ending very quickly. It doesn't have a true ending.
Yeah.
So where did this come from?
It just kind of
happened.
Yeah, it just kind of happened. For a while, we didn't have an ending to begin with whatsoever, so it was just going to end like The Soprano, just cut to black.
Yeah.
We didn't think the audience would like that.
So during the last 3 hours of shooting, we came up with that ending that y'all will see.
So do you think that you might want to develop the character further, let us know what happens to our hero, maybe a sequel or a furtherance of the story?
Thought about it.
It could be possible.
Yeah, but we don't know how far exactly we want to take it.
Right?
Yeah.
If we weren't graduating, it would be a possibility to have the sequel in next year's CMF. So.
That would be great. Well, what about the actors in the film? How was it working with them and getting them to bring their characters to life?
Well, everyone worked pretty well with each other. Everyone's characters just kind of came out naturally.
Yeah, once they got over the whole diva, no, I'm just playing.
Well, you had some very interesting characters in the film. Was anything problematic while you were filming it? Did you encounter anything unexpected in the filmmaking process?
Mainly our location was just so chaotic. We were at a Little River Sports Bar and Grill, not Sprott's Bar, as it was posted in other places. We had to film in the early hours of their day, and between the hours of 9 and 10, I think it was the only time, was the most time that they weren't open.
So you had to work pretty quickly. Then
Yes,
only
yes.
have roughly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like 9 and 10 was the time we could actually be upstairs. There was there were 2 levels to them, and so we had to stay on the top level only between the hours of 9 and 10 because there was no one there, and then we can go downstairs afterwards because they had nobody there during the day.
Yeah, so our main problem was locations.
Yeah.
Just location, well, you seem to work around it pretty well. Everything seemed to go pretty well. I'd like to show our viewers a small clip of the film. That'll work for you. Is there anything you'd like them to know before they see the clip? Just to laugh, have a good time?
Yeah, laugh, have a good time, and be careful not to have any kids around.
Okay.
We don't know what clip they're showing.
Well, let's take a look right now and see what clip we do have up.
Okay.
My boss is an asshole. Connor here thinks yelling at me at the top of his lungs is going to solve something, even though he has high blood pressure and has even had open heart surgery twice. He must really like his doctor. What separates me from other men in this world who utterly hate their boss is the fact that I actually did something about it. To understand how we got here, let me start from the beginning. First off, I woke up with a really bad hangover. Ow! My income tax refund check bounced. Not again. My girlfriend, Drew, accused me of cheating.
Bastard!
My car broke down. And then this. So yeah, rough day. Door unlocked.
Ooh, this is interesting.
What did it look like?
Oh, really?
Thanks. That's a great clip. It makes you want to see the rest of the film, I know. So tell me very quickly now about the process. Now that you've gone through this whole Campus Movie Fest, would you do anything differently if you could go back?
Had the script finalized earlier.
Yeah.
Earlier.
Because we didn't start the script until the actual competition started.
Yeah, after the competition started, it was like,
yeah, we had to crack this down because we were trying so hard to come up with a concept. We didn't have anything, and
we didn't have an ending for like 3 days.
No,
just
like the last 30 minutes of the last filming day, we actually came up with the ending.
Okay, now let me ask you very quickly. One last thing, one word. If you were if this were a feature film, expanded, who would play your lead?
Kyle Swan.
Got a preference?
Tom Jane, the Punisher.
Okay, interesting choice.
Or Matthew
I had my own.
Matthew McConaughey.
Saw it definitely in a different way. Would you like to see this expanded sometime in the future? Might you do it yourselves?
I could see it
Awesome.
happening.
Yeah, it could happen.
possible.
We could add a lot more chaos, a lot more Murphy's Law.
Yeah,
as
5
you
minutes
like
is
to
just
say.
a lot to crunch into something that could be like at least 60
Right.
minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
Half an hour.
Okay, well, I really want to thank you for talking to me about this. It was a great film. Congratulations on it doing so well in the regionals. Want to say thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
We'll be back after this.
This is Jimmy Carter. I know the importance of being prepared for any emergency. Did you know that every 2 seconds in our country, someone needs blood? Now that's a real crisis. By becoming a regular blood donor with the American Red Cross, you can ensure that blood is available whenever and wherever it's needed. To donate blood, call 1-800-GIVE-LIFE or stop by your local Red Cross Blood Donor Center. Together, we can save a life.
Well, there you have it, the best of the best from AIA's first contributions to Campus Movie Fest. You can watch the finalists and all of the movies from AIA at www.campusmoviefest.com. Campus Movie Fest gave many students an opportunity to showcase their work, and we hope that all of you take advantage of it next year. From all of us here at AIA Media, we wish you the best in the future. I'm your host, Jessica Smith, with AIA Edition. We'll see you next time.